Welcome to Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Stanford Cardinals taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Demon Deacons will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Stanford's offense will get first crack at it here. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Knight. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This Stanford offense is humming. Set up with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Talking to coaches coming into this football game, he said he's got to keep his quarterback upright, got to protect him. If they give him time, he can do some damage. But so far, man, he's been hit early. He's been hit often. They've got to do a better job of protection up front.
Stanford comes to the line, and that 1st down marker is a long way away. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So Wake Forest's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best player.
Gashes him in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. The tag. Touchdown, Wake. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Dropping back, it's Knight. Got a man. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Vic.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Got it in the middle. It's Vic. The Demon Deacons get enough to move the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Hit as he throws. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On fourth down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up. On that play, you're helpless. You know that you're losing possession. You're coming off the field.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. The throw to the outside is complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The give to the back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
Rushes on him. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Pulls it in on the left. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Final play of the quarter coming. To throw, it's Knight. Got his man quickly. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. At midfield, he's got room. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Knight. Quick strike complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Gets the back moving. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Hoping to pick up the first. Here comes Stanford on 4th down.
Green 25.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Stanford! Fitted in the window for the score.
And this offense comes through, and they needed to. They need to chip into this lead because being down a couple possessions, they needed to score a touchdown right there. Palmer, he comes through, he delivers. More work to be done, though.
You just got to have it, right? Now, if you're the offense, you're celebrating that touchdown. That was a huge play on a critical 4th down. But you're right, there's still work to be done. You've got to get back on the sideline. You've got to rally the guys and have a plan for the next time you come on the field to try and win this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but I'm not sure Bevo's feeling like this one's in the clear. This has been a nip-and-tuck affair all game. They're up by 4 over Ole Miss. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it for a big play. It's a seam walk. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Plows through the defense. He fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort.
There he goes. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off and does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
They're dealing with a second and long. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, that's not the way this quarterback wanted to go. Obviously, when you're left-handed, you don't want to be going to your right, but a nice job using his fundamentals, getting his body turned around to help him make an accurate throw.
Snagged out of the air. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Under fire. Connection to the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And as a quarterback, that's what you want to do on these deep go-route type throws. You want to put a lot of air under it so your guy can turn around, locate it, and then make the catch.
Yeah, and that's so hard to stop. I mean, I'm running full speed down the field with a guy that's...
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Back to pass on second down. He makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
This guy is lightning fast. You see him come out of the break on the slant. QB got it to him early. What a weapon.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete.
That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the air, it's Knight. That's caught, it's Brown. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. He fires to the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Cardinal! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming.
Here we go.
He wants to throw it. They get it in for the 2-point conversion, and we have a 4-point game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Fighting off the defender.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Wake Forest.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Demon Deacons will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Back to pass, it's Knight. Punch it out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Stanford will boot it away to start this second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Going to swing it on second down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll ride Davis here. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Knight. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down. And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too.
Touchdown, Stanford! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to Louisville. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Lets it fly. Pulls it in. Smashes ahead. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wake! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. The Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. He's got him in the flat. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Well,
and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And there just has not been a lot to write home about this year for this football team. Offensively, defensively, or even on special teams. Just not a lot of bright spots this season.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd-And. Dropping back, it's Knight. He fires a bullet to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
You know, as a quarterback, the worst thing you can do when you throw a go route is overthrow it, because the only thing that can happen is an incompletion like it did right there. The best thing to do sometimes is to underthrow, because your guy can come back, make the catch, or fight through and get a pass interference penalty.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Throws to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Second down, they'll go to the air. This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Back to pass, it's Knight. With the catch, it's Davis. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So 1st down will open up the final period. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Knight. Makes the grab, it's Brown. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Snagged in the middle. It's Hall. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, this left-handed quarterback, he drills throwing on the run to his right a lot in practice for situations just like that, and it paid off there.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
Converts on 4th down. Still going. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking for a man. It's Knight. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Cardinal! A great catch and run for 6.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bringing the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He's going to throw deep right side. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the single back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but, man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping it.
Touchdown, Stanford! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1. Not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Army. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. Lots of running room. He's loose. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Brown will throw it. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on 2nd down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. It's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, Cardinal! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Mays. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Demon Deacons come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And it's on the ground. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Demon Deacons will line it up on 1st and 10.
Military stunt.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Gets it out fast. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinal come to the line, facing 3rd and short. Makes the grab. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long, and on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that's being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Stanford Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. On the move from inside is 5. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. So Georgia Tech's offense will get the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Slithers into space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Hand off from the shotgun. Quick spin on the run. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. Got him downfield. Wide open spaces. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Stanford's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the...
Turning it on! These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Right back to the well. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snags it over the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
Nice job rallying there by the defense. That's a play they needed to make. They're trailing. It's still early. Lots of football to be played, but that was an important down and distance in this one early.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Koo. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Gets it to the back. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The sure hands. It's Davis. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. The give to Davis. Got enough for the first. Turning on the Jets. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Stanford fresh off that big run, going back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Knight. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage.
Touchdown, Stanford! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So a drive there of 82 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Sends it back in motion. looking to throw on first down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just
He gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. It's Hall. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Stanford to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to move the chains. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
A first down run in the red zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
He's going for the goal line. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cardinal. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. running to the left. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Back to pass on second down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that's his second sack of the day. And guess what, dudes? He leads the nation in sacks. You better know where he is on every play. That dude has a knack for getting quarterbacks on the ground.
He lost one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll return it from the 50. And the returner is stopped. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll try the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short. Might as well stick with him. Oh, a lot of space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Caught over the middle. It's Blackburn. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Brown wants to pass. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
That some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Brown will throw it. Here comes the heat. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll ride Davis here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got a man. It's Davis. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they not. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man downfield. There he goes. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Forced out of the pocket. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Brown wants to pass. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
It really doesn't matter how big a boy you are. You could be huge out there, wide receiver like that guy is. If you don't set your feet first, you're not going to be accurate with the throw. You can't make sure you give that wide receiver a chance to win a jump ball if you don't get...
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
This quarterback right now is an improve, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to throw again. Finds his man. It's Davis. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Brown will throw it. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing with the rest?
It's a seam wide open. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over LSU. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got it in the middle. It's West. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Buying some time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Brown wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. With the catch, it's Brown. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
And the Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Stanford could choose to go for it all here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's caught. It's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches to do.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds the tight end. It's a running room. Discards him with the stiff arm. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
On the run, it's Alexander. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out. They turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll run it. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pulls it in. It's Hall. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. That's reeled in. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there, and how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. The running back has it. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Stanford to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Brown will throw it. Here's the pressure. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Mississippi State is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in Starkville. They're trailing by 17 to LSU. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the tight end. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, they're going to win this game.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Under fire. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late.
29 Philly.
Powers forward. Knocked off his feet.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
They'll ride the hot hand. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Caught, close to the marker, it's Hall. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold on.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Brown wants to pass. Going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Stanford comes to the line, and that 1st down marker is a long way away. Under fire. He's not afraid to go deep. Snags it down the right side. Touchdown, Stanford. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Alexander. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got his man. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Going to sling it on second down. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Yellow Jackets line it up with a first and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
He's got it on the run. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays, made the fewest mistakes, and they've earned this victory formation.
And by the way, there's nothing more frustrating in the world than playing defense when they take knees. Like, it's a helpless feeling. There's nothing you can do. You have so much rage inside of you. You just want to hit somebody so hard, and they're just taking a knee, and you just got to take the L.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent, looking ahead to next season. But that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.